Hello there, how's it going? It's the Tattletale Networker here, coming to you from Huntington Beach, California. Do apologize if the audio has a little bit of a breeze to it. May hear some wind chimes in the background. So anyway, it's a beautiful day here in Southern California. But I did want to just go over a few things here, and thank you for tapping in. We're just looking to really just provide some value here for the industry and say some things, frankly, that don't get said all that often. Even a lot of the trainers that are out there, they've got to sort of tiptoe around some of these tactics because they've got videos to sell and trainings and things like that. They're certainly not looking to turn people off, and nor am I. But really, we're just trying to tell the truth here, so that someone who's out there struggling and trying to work hard at network marketing and have some success realizes maybe some of the things that are obstacles for them, and maybe just teach them a better way. That's what I've been doing for many years. Is just really seeking out information. Who's got information to share? Where could I learn? Where could I grow? Which leaders resonate best with me? So anyway, hopefully I could provide a little bit of that to you. So today I promised you the 2 reasons why most network marketers fail and why they're not able to succeed. And so, and there's really kind of 3, so I'm going to really kind of set the tone right out of the gate by saying that the main reason why most network marketers don't succeed, and maybe we shouldn't even call them network marketers, we'll say people who've come into the network marketing business through one way or the other, most of them because of work ethic and really just not understanding the work it's going to take. I think that many times there is promotions of riches and get rich quick and make a lot of money, and then that materializes into not really being the case. It's harder than I thought it was going to be, whatever the case was. Lottery mentality, whatever it is that's coming in. But that really is number one, is that really most people don't come in with a work ethic, with a commitment that I'm going to give this a good 3 to 5 years. I'm going to learn and grow and be taught some new skills and move forward. So that's kind of a freebie situation there. That's not one of the 2 main factors I want to talk about. But without that, and that is the number 1 reason. So to have this video and not bring that up is probably not the way that we need to do this here, because we are trying to really expose the truths and whatever. So if you're in network marketing and you're not working hard enough, guess what? That's the reason why you're not making money, number 1, first and foremost. So now getting beyond that, we're talking about, so you're working hard. You're calling people, you're doing leads, you're making whatever, you're on Facebook, you're doing various things. And you're trying to figure out, how to do it. You're making your contacts. You're doing what your upline's telling you to do. At least you think you're doing what your upline's telling them to do, but you're not really sure. So I'm going to give you 2 things that you really need to look at above and beyond if you're doing the work. Okay, and one of them is your compensation plan. Again, this is not going to be a popular conversation I'm going to have here, but that's kind of what we're doing here, and adding the value is. If your compensation plan is it set up to where you actually can make some money, where you can make $1,000, we say, right? Even a couple $100, but let's say $1,000, right? What do you need to do? Like, seriously, open your compensation plan and ask yourself, what is it that needs to happen on a monthly basis, every single month, for me to make $1,000 a month? Right? How much product you need to sell, how much volume has to be moving through your organization, which level do you need to be at, right? Is it even possible, right? And frankly, the answer in most cases is going to be no, it's not possible. You've got a lot of these, real complex formulas that are very, driven by new recruits, and balancing things on right side and left side, and different kinds of things like this. And there's a little gust there, so hopefully the audio is not too bad there. But you're really looking at balancing things and running matrices and having to hit certain volume levels, $7,000, $10,000, $15,000 worth of volume. And then when you do the calculations of 10 or 15% or whatever it is, you just find that it's really very difficult to make $1,000. Other times there's a lot of talk about that you can have your product, retail it buy it at this price and sell it at that price. And if you just retail, blah, 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 whatever, $1,000, then you're going to make $1,000. Well, the problem there is that really kind of gets into problem number two, which is the cost of the product and the service that you're offering. Many times the product that you're buying, your cost as an associate or as a distributor is already more than the average person's willing to pay. And frankly, if it's a product that can be bought at Walmart or CVS or something like this, and you're really behind the 8 ball on that. But let's assume it's a unique product, patent pending, whoop-de-doo, situation, and so it's not really out there on the market. So it's whatever it is. It's an expensive product. But now, really, are you able to double that? Are you really able to really make a retail profit on that, or are you happy just getting rid of the product that you have because you've got an auto ship, it's coming in, you're buying $150 or $200 worth of product, you need to obviously get rid of the product, and you're happy to have a new customer. So the reality is you're really not doubling the product, the cost of the product and earning extra money that way. You're just not doing it. What you're doing is you're selling it at your cost. So that's it. So there's whatever that compensation is, that's it. Just we got to be real with our compensation. We've got to be real and understand that in order to make $1,000, what are you willing to do? What are you able to do? And then we're going to go ahead and, we got some plane flying overhead here. Sorry about that there. Hey, we may have to redo this video. Who knows? But whatever. We're just having fun, sitting outside in the beautiful sunshine. So anyway, apologize for all that stuff. Just here providing value here to you and to the industry. So, but think about that though. So if you're not able to mark up your product, then don't say I'm going to make $1,000 by marking up my product. Okay, and this is real famous with things like some of the I don't want to name any company, so we're not going to go into those things. Just talking about retail sales and marking the product up versus not. So now we're just talking about your consumption and products and services that you're able to sell and move. So there's some percentage you're getting off of that, or some percentage that your upline's getting, and of course now you're teaching that. So what are you teaching? Are you teaching a certain amount of product sales? Because again, we're looking at volume. Volume's got to move in order for you to make money, okay? Because if it's recruiting only, then the regulations are really clamping down a lot on when there's a recruit only situation. So if the only way for you to make $1,000 is that you've got to recruit 5 people who buy the premium super duper pack, okay, because you're going to make $400 and they're going to come in at $1,000 or whatever. Well, think about that. You say, well, they're making $1,000 in product, so I'm making my $300 or whatever. But really, is that sustainable? That's not really. So that may be how you build your business. But I'm just trying to, let you know that if that's how you make $1,000, then you're out there. You've got to be recruiting high-level people who are paying $1,000. And why would you do that? Why would they come in? Well, okay, now let's get back to number one. You're telling them that they can get rich quick, they can make a ton of money, and the only way to make a ton of money is they've got to buy this $1,000 package so that others buy the $1,000 package, or whatever the case may be. And you can see that this doesn't duplicate well. You have a lot of people obviously are saying that they don't have $1,000, now they're going in the credit card, and so then they don't succeed, and then you wonder why so many people are out there saying that network marketing's a scam, or it's no good, or I was in one of those things, because this is what we're doing. We can't do it anymore, guys. Come on, we got to, we're about 40 something, 50 years in business as a profession. We've got to be professionals. Okay, we have to learn and teach people how to actually make money in this business, and it really starts with a compensation plan. And of course, we have great products, but those products have got to be able to deliver both on price and allow us to earn money as associates and distributors, so that we can go out there and make money. So anyway, that's really is the main two things. We'll get into systems and other things like that later, all these turnkey systems. That's another truth that we're going to expose here. But for now, just to summarize, we've got to have work ethic. We've got to work hard. Okay, then if we're assuming we're working hard, we know what we're doing, then we've got to have a compensation plan that can deliver $1,000 a month. So sit down and figure out what that is. You need my help, you can text me, or whatever it is. Let me know what you're doing there, and I'll help you to make that calculation. But hugely important. It's important. You know how to make $1,000. And you can teach other people how to do it. And even if it's buy $1,000 worth of product and you're making all these commissions, at least you got to know what it is that has to happen for you to do it and for you to teach other people how to do it. And then ultimately, the product and service, right? You gotta, is it a good price point? And are you able to move it? Are you able to get customers? Okay, are you able to, is other people willing to buy the product or service at whatever the cost is? Can you have customers? Is it even possible for you to have customers? Okay, or is it not possible? That only if they're in the business, they're your customer because they're trying to make money at this business. But if you can't get customers, if no one's willing to buy your product, even at your cost, if nobody is willing to buy your product at your cost because they want the product, they need it, okay? And again, AutoShip kills all that stuff because they only want maybe one product, but they got to buy 50 products, okay? Well, they don't want to buy 50 products, so now they don't buy any products because they don't want to be on the AutoShip. Can they AutoShip one $30 a month product? And many times they can't. So now they got to choose between your product or not having it or buying it directly from you. And of course, if they're buying it from you, now you're running it to their house because you're, oh no, come on, I'll keep it for you. I'll keep it for you. You know, you're doing all those things. And again, that's great, but you can't do that with thousands and thousands of people. Okay, the company's got to be set up to be able to be your distributor, to be your wholesaler there like that. But the AutoShip kind of stands in the way of that. So anyway, all of these things, ton of information. I hope that I gave you there for value. Give me a call or whatever. Text me, call me, whatever. I'm happy to spend some time just, again, sharing through some ideas with you, with your company. And if your upline's not willing to kind of help you out in that regard. And otherwise, Tattletale Networker here, signing out.